Boom, and just like that, it's just after midday on Friday the 6th of March. A very good afternoon to you. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Now, look, don't worry. You're going to take one look and you're going to say, oh, no, not again. Not for a second week in a row are you going to have to tolerate just me. Because, no, he's here. Here he is. Hello, Russell. Oh, he's got to put his earphones in. I was trying to offer him a little bit of dignity, you see, to give him the chance to get ready. Because I saw
Hello.
Oh, there you are. Hello.
No, I'm here. I'm so sorry. I was all set up, and then, like always, I went down the rabbit hole of looking at my phone. A huge mistake.
Oops.
And suddenly I looked round, and it had passed 12 o'clock on the dot. How annoying! I'm so sorry. I can only apologise. I shall.
Well, that was quite good. I just did my little impression of Scream there, didn't I? You know, that painting.
Edward Munch, The Scream.
Yes.
Or if you've got a bad tooth and you have ice cream.
Yes.
It's like that.
Ice cream. Haha. Let's see. Ian in Surbiton says, hello, Russ and Phil. Yeah. Move on. Nothing to see. Nothing happens in the world.
No, there's nothing. There's nothing going on. Ooh. All good stuff. It's all good stuff.
No, do you know what, actually? I know people find this hard to believe. I understand that it is a bit unnerving, to say the least. But actually, it is all good stuff. This is about blooming time. This should have happened a long time ago.
Damn
and I'm afraid that it's because it took so long that we've seen it get this bad.
Yeah,
but anyway.
It was allowed to fester and fester and fester, enabled by cowardly, disgraceful, disgusting politicians who I suspect were having their pockets lined. I really think that's probably the case. Anyway, how was the gig?
Last night, Russ at the comedy gig?
Yes, it's very interesting.
Was this your one? Did I miss it?
No, it's not the big. The big one's on May, which I think you've booked for.
I was going to say yes. I thought that was a crazy Cox.
Let me explain. The big one is on Tuesday, May the 6th. It's the 6:30 show, a sort of rather lazy matinee or very early evening performance. I don't know. Anyway, they wanted it at 6:30. That's the full hour and a quarter stand-up show, and that's at the Crazy Cox, which is part of Brasserie Zadel. To my amazement, selling extremely well. Yippee! And yesterday was because of that rapscallion, Neil Longy Long, who you know does the Wednesday show, and he and I do the Monday show, and I've known Neil since our days at Capital Radio for 30 plus years. And Neil runs comedy nights. And so for about 2 years, he'd be saying, please do one of the comedy nights. I don't want to, because it makes my nerves so bad. And anyway, I did it. And he was here last night. The great Robert Van Buren, horologist to the stars. What a charming guy. Robert, it was lovely to finally meet you after talking to you on air for so long.
Canana horologist.
A joke that only you and I understand. Anywho, Neil said, oh, come on, do that. Anyway, Jeff Stevenson, who I did Panto with years ago, who is one of the finest stand-up comics in the country, he opened the show. And then there were various acts. I won't say any more about that. And then, to my horror, Neil had put me as top of the bill. So there was an interval, and then I did my sort of 20-minute set, which went okay. It went okay. But I am my sternest critic, and nerves kicked in. I'm not going to lie, but I've always been very honest on radio, and my nerves really kicked in. When I've got the time to do the hour and a half show, I'm much more relaxed. When it's 20 minutes, it kind of makes me quite tense. So I forgot some of my favorite gags that I've been working on for months. And, recently I've been walking around the park. And if you see a geezer walking around the park talking to himself, that is me going through the show in my head. But I still managed to forget two of my favorite gags. But it went okay. People seem to like it. So
which gags did you forget? Are you allowed to say them now?
No, absolutely not.
Oh,
of course not.
Why?
No. I'm sorry. That sounded rather fierce. No, I couldn't. I got a question for you. But thank you for everyone who came along. There was one lady came down from Shropshire to come and see the show. It was so sweet. Went straight back.
What, it was that bad?
So sorry, I suddenly lost the line there for a moment. Just couldn't hear. Anyway, I thought you were being cheeky. I'm going to come round and just give you a slap. Now then, I've got a question for you. It's a serious question, and I'd like Roberts, who was at the show yesterday. There were a variety of comedians. And I know this makes me sound like a really old fart, which I kind of am, but I don't care. It is what it is, and I'm still here, so good. And there were a lot of female comedians. I don't think we're allowed to call them comedians anymore. We've got to call them female comedians. Who the hell knows? Look, Champagne Tina's in town. Champagne Tina is her name. She likes champagne, there's no shame. She drinks it when she looks so champagne. You look great, Tina. Always looks very glamorous in her photos. Anyway, here's my question.
Never in trouble with Mrs. Bubbles.
That's the one. Yeah. She is Verve Cliqueur. No. Right, here's my question. And I'd like Robert's impression as well on this. Why do young female comedians think the only way to get laughs is to be so horribly vulgar? Now, I know just even saying it in that way makes me sound like somebody from the 1950s, but it's so graphic and so sexually explicit. And I've got a very I got a filthy mind and a potty mouth. I'm hardly a screaming liberal. Okay. I'm not a tree hugger, but why do they feel they've just got to F and blind the whole time and go into really repulsive personal details? I'm sorry, I don't get it. And I sat there, I was very polite, as I always try to be. You know, they're doing it for a living, I'm not. And I thought, why are you doing this? Why not just be funny without being really, really rude? I like bawdy humor. I like it. Okay. I just think that just doing that, you're not going to shock anybody. We're unshockable.
Well, no, but it's actually worse. It's the only way that some people can get a laugh. It's actually the sign or the difference between someone who is genuinely funny and those who are not funny and go for shock factor in order to get a nervous laugh.
Yeah, I mean, it was so... I could see where they were going. I could see that where they were going with it. But I'm in dangerous territory, but I'm going to say it. The thing about, if you think about somebody like Michael McIntyre, okay, let's just take Michael McIntyre as an example. There is a huge likability about Michael McIntyre. Apart from the fact he is incredibly talented and very smart, and his routines are sublime, there's a huge likability. Jeff Stevenson, who I did panto with and who opened the bill, there's a massive likability. You see, I'd like to get to know these people. I bet they're really nice, you know. And this incredibly aggressive, very, very rude approach is like, I didn't say anything. I wouldn't dream of it because they were quite frightening, to be honest with you. But I didn't get it. Do you think
I'm not going to pretend to understand either. And this is precisely why I always hark back to comedians of yesteryear, where they actually knew how to formulate a joke and not to just use, as you say, vulgarity in a bid to try and get a cheap, nervous laugh. I can't stand it. No. And I actually think it's to some degree shame on the comedy clubs who allow people who do that to actually be called an act, because they're not stopping you paying to go and watch these people, but it's not comedy. And anyone could turn around and say, well, comedy's subjective. You don't know that it's... No. What it's doing is there's two very different things. Comedy is actually using words to amuse someone, to make them laugh, or possibly gestures or props or whatever it may be. I get that. But when you have someone using vulgarity, using bad language, what happens there is people very rarely see that as amusing. They're laughing out of nerves. They're shocked by what you've just done.
I don't know if that... I think people... You see, if you go and see Roy Chubby Brown...
And that is my analysis of the situation.
No, I get that. If you go and see, say, someone like Roy Chubby Brown, you know what you're going to get. And he takes that as an art form and takes it to the extreme. And you're going to either find it funny or you're not going to find it funny. But it's a routine. It's an act. That's not the guy. You know, he creates the character of Roy Chubby Brown. Every other word is filthy. And you either find it very funny or you find it very fun. Some of it I find quite, it makes me laugh because it's just so out there. Or you take someone like Bernard Manning, who insulted everybody, you know, but at the heart of it, he was a great comedian. Whether you
At
like
the heart, he did great turkeys.
he did a beautiful, real beautiful. God, isn't that interesting? That's just ingrained into your DNA. Can I just ask a question raised by the great Liz, I'm from the BBC, Saul?
Oh, yes.
What's with the rings? Have they had babies or what's going on with the rings?
The rings are unchanged.
No, they were like, have you not added more rings?
No.
So Liz
I completely promise
both...
you go back over historic shows, you'll see the rings are exactly the same.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting point from Ian. Ian is going, Michael McIntyre is being groomed. Can we say that word anymore? To be the modern Saturday evening version of Bruce Fawcett.
I don't think he's being groomed. I think he is. I just think he's taken that place naturally.
Hang on. Now, look, you're going to have to argue with Liz Saul. Good luck with that because she's scary.
There used to be 5 and they've steadily increased. No, you're getting confused with the Olympic rings, Elizabeth. It's not mine. I don't have 5. I've always had that. I promise you. Promise.
Mass Olympics. You see, it's... hang on.
Bedroom Olympics.
I'm not seeing double, but I've been up since 4 a.m.
Oh, dear.
She was out clubbing. I bet she was out clubbing. She was out clubbing, giving it large. Yeah. It's can I wish and now you know them well, and Andrew and Diane. You know Andrew and Diane. I don't normally do. You know Andrew and Diane, all right? They absolutely adore you.
I don't know why. I've never done anything to encourage it.
No, but they adore you. I have no idea why they do. They just do. And me, not so much, but you, they love her. And Diane, Miss Diane, had a horrible fall yesterday.
Oh no!
Absolutely ghastly. Ian, this is a very funny joke, by the way. Thank you. She had a horrible fall, and for reasons that I won't bore you with, I rushed her with her husband, who's just a lovely guy, Andrew. I rushed them to A&E. Gosh, she looked like she'd been in the ring with Muhammad Ali in his prime or Mike Tyson at any point in his life. Really bad. So we're sending our love and we wish you a speedy recovery. She really looked, god damn, beaten up.
Is that the excuse Andrew's given? Did she have a fall?
Well, you know, it did occur to me. He does walk around with a stick.
Yeah.
He's pretending that he needs it to help him walk. But I'm wondering.
I have to tell you, Diane and Andrew.
I'm pretty sure I saw Andrew.
Let it be known they are one of the nicest couple you're ever going to meet. So believe me,
you say that. You say that. I mean, really? Are they really? Are they though? Are they?
Well,
I wonder because I'm pretty sure that I saw Andrew in the Winter Olympics doing, you know, the tricks on the ski boards. I'm pretty sure it was him.
I think he did.
I'm thinking that
would certainly explain why he walks with a walking stick now.
Oh, hang on, we're in trouble because it's in capital letters. So she's shouting
she's shouting at us.
At work, you shaky boys. Shaky boys. Yeah. It's interesting. It's very interesting, this comedy thing. There was a compere whose first name was Russell and the second name is unpronounceable. I'm so sorry. I'm not being rude. My memory is shocking. And the last night was the compere. And you know, he was rude, but he was very funny because he was so quick. Oh, look at this from someone called Linda Dave, no relation. They came to your.
It's true. They were there.
This is so random because I only know
that you brought it up
randomly. I'm not because they're friends of Phil's or anything. I know them utterly randomly. That's hilarious. Are they relatives of yours or just friends of your mum and dad?
No, I appreciate why you'd think that because we are probably on the same level of bonkers, but no, not at all. We knew them very well because they used to run a nice little shop in Stanmore that my mother frequented.
I didn't know that.
You know,
I just thought they walked around with rucksacks 24/7.
Gracious,
I
no,
thought
they
that's
used
what
to have
they
a
did.
rather
I thought
fine
that was their
jewellery
living.
shop.
They had a I never knew that.
Yeah, I know. It was on Stanmore Hill opposite the pub. Well, I say pub. It's sadly no longer a pub, but it used to be.
There's no pub since there are no pubs there. One of the few
Well, it
places
used
where
to
there
be
are
a
no
pub.
pubs.
It's now more of a restaurant of some strange description. But anyway, on Stanmore Hill.
Oh, is it the shisha place?
I don't know. I can't pronounce it. I'm not sure what. No. Further up than that. Further up.
Oh,
So
I
I can't remember.
no
But anyway, the point being is that they used to run this little jewelry shop on Stanmore Hill, and we used to go in there once in a while, and we became quite friendly with them.
Well, they're very charming. They're very
Yes.
charming. She's not letting it go. She's like a Rottweiler.
Also, you must have not been clubbing for decades. Who gets up clubbing at 4 a.m.? One usually leaves at that time. You've really stick your finger in the hornet's nest now. What the hell?
She's scary. She's very BBC sometimes. I better be honest with you. Very BBC.
Look at that already. How marvelous. Sitting here listening, eating Gilbert's kosher chopped liver. How much more involved?
Well, clearly, Ian of Surbiton, you are very, very involved. Does Gilbert want it back? That's the question we need to know. Does Gilbert even know you've nicked his chopped liver?
Well, I was going to say, the problem is Gilbert will never be able to have a glass of whiskey ever again.
Here's the thing. Last night's comedy show, a lady brought along her children, one of whom was 15.
Oh.
And suddenly, they found this out at the beginning of the show, and it was like, well, does everybody change their act because there's a 15-year-old kid in there? Or you think, well, it's not my responsibility that you brought a 15-year-old to the show. Oh, Liz. Oh,
I love
friends
really.
again.
Shabbat shalom, hag sameach. I'm off to bed.
I'm gonna appear really stupid now, which is no effort for me these days. What does Shag Sameach mean? I have no idea. What does it mean?
It's the greeting you give when it's a religious festival of some description.
Okay.
So the most recent one has been Purim.
Yes.
And the next one is Mother's Day. So what you do is you say you wish someone Hag Sameach when you want to wish them a happy Hagim. Hagim is a festival.
Is it? I didn't know this. You see, every day's a school day. The wonderful
Françoise Pascal.
We love Françoise. Her posts are always so interesting on Facebook.
You read her letters?
I go. I wait outside. I've got to know the postman. I give him a fiver. I read all her mail. I reseal it, and then I put it back through her letterbox. She doesn't know.
Crumbs.
She's none the wiser.
Good afternoon, young men. Bon après-midi.
Bon après, oui.
Shabbat shalom to both of you. Oh my goodness, this is turning into a very religious show.
I don't know why. Let's just veer off that particular.
Hey, look, you brought up the Judaism.
I didn't.
Oh yeah, Mum did with the bomb.
You did. As always, I never bring it up. I don't. You bring it up because you're obsessed.
I'm not obsessed already.
You're obsessed. I am convinced. I'm with Liz on this. I swear to God, I thought you had less rings in that.
You stop banging on about my rings.
I'm with Liz on this fact. I really thought there was less rings there.
I completely promise you. I can't prove this now, but if you go on to old shows, you will see.
No, all right. Oh, guess who was there last night?
Oh,
he was Dave A. Sleet. Good afternoon, gents. Greeting one and all. It was so good to see him. It really was. He was very supportive and very kind and was very sweet. It's always great to see him, though they picked on him because he sat in the front.
Harsh.
Yeah. Now then, what's this?
Possibly accurate.
Don't. They were really bloody rude. One. I'm not going to say who they picked on. It's not fair. But one comedian who I thought was extremely aggressively rude picked on someone in the audience. And I went to them and I said, I went to the person in the audience and I said, I thought that was very rude. I'm so sorry. Not that it's my responsibility, but I just thought, that was cheap. That was cheap. You can do it in a funny way, in an engaging way, but you don't do it to a total stranger in a really, I felt, genuinely insulting way. Does that make sense? That wasn't funny. And they should have quit. They should have quit with that line, but it just wasn't good. I had a small shock this week from a distant relative. I will reveal if you wish. Of course. Absolutely. We need to know. Dave Sleet, right? Son of Sue Sleet, she of Fife in Scotland.
Faith.
Hey,
Faith, Jimmy.
He is doing his very first stand-up comedy this weekend. Is he mad?
Aye.
Yeah, he's doing his very first. So we wish you all the very, very best. But he said something very interesting. Well, he always says interesting things because he's got a brain the size of Jupiter. But he said something very, very interesting. Yeah, which is going to lead on. He said, it's gone now. Where the hell has it gone?
I just want to show you something. Are you ready for this?
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
I want to show you a screenshot.
Oh, God.
A screenshot of a midday show taken from Friday, the 23rd of January.
Okay. All right.
Let's
ready.
Count the rings together.
Bugger.
It's the same number of rings.
Liz Saul and I have been shot down in flames.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. Well, that's gone horribly wrong.
Well, I hear that's quite fashionable in parts of the
It
Middle
is
East.
very fashionable in the Middle East. Okay, I wasn't going to go there. I thought I wasn't going to go there, but you went.
Well, look, you brought it up.
The door.
Oh, dear. He went there. Open the door.
Then. What's this?
Don't bring me down.
Are you cold or something? Ian says, it seems that my great-grandfather was a gypsy. Okay. Crumbs. Blimey. Did he tell fortunes?
I think, to be fair, lots of grandparents had caravans. It doesn't mean they were gypsies.
No, it just meant they went on holiday with a caravan. I think that possibly was. That's what it was. Francois Pascal said, Phil, what are you trying to say with your bed in the background?
I've got a new bed linen. Do you like it? It looks very smart.
Well, it is very it's very nice. It's an intimate glimpse, ladies and gentlemen, into the private world of Phil Dave. Wow, look at that. Do the rings have
Just
any
the way I
significance?
roll.
Hang on a minute, because I'm asking the question that everybody around the world wants to know the answer to. They're over your bed in a sort of trophy manner. Is there some significance with the number of rings over your bed?
Well, what I did was I compared them to the size of the... No, I'm joking. It was the... I was going to say to the size of the wall. Do you mind? Anyway, but there's no significance. What happened was, I actually sort of thought I'd explained this once before, but I'll explain it again because it's a fascinating story.
Well, we'll be the judge of that.
Yeah. So what happened is that my brother-in-law, he bought this artwork from America, goodness knows how many years ago, and spent quite a lot of money getting it over to the UK as well. And unfortunately, my sister hates it. So it meant that she
hates her husband.
No, the artwork.
Oh, well, you didn't make that clear. We were all confused. Well, I was.
I said he bought this artwork.
No, you said
America.
No, you said unfortunately my sister hates him.
It, not him.
Oh, right. Okay, fair enough.
So give me a ear a watch.
Carry on.
Anyway, so unfortunately my sister hates this artwork. I don't hate it, and I was actually looking for some artwork for this room, and I couldn't find anything that I really liked. Anyway, and don't get me wrong, it wasn't necessarily first choice, but I do quite like it. And so when I saw that my brother-in-law had this behind the settee, because Steph, my sister, wouldn't give it house room, I said, well, look, I've got this wall. I can put it out just so it's out on display. Consider it on sort of an indefinite loan. And as soon as
loan, like to the British Museum, a loan.
Yeah, when you've got a larger property where you can put it into your man cave or something like that, you take it back, no problem at all, and I'll finally get round to buying something else. That's all it is. So it's not even mine. I told you it was fascinating.
Was your first choice a beautiful portrait of me to hang there?
Close.
Okay.
It was actually a very tasteful one with me draped over, with a cloth draped over me.
Oh, thank God!
And I was sat.
Was it like a large cloth? Was it like was it like the meerkat advert?
You know those Greek gods where they're sort of like they're resting with one arm on one side, and they've got bodies like Hercules and they're being fed grapes and stuff like that.
That is you. That sums you up. If anything in the world sums you up, that would be it.
I think so.
Dave Sleet says this. I want to come back to the point that Dave made to me last night. It was very interesting. So I was going to do a skit respecting the three. Do you know I've never seen anything with? I know who they are, but I've never seen anything with the Three Stooges in it ever. Donald, Jeffrey, and Andrew. Well, I don't think Jeffrey, who?
Epstein.
Oh, well, he's not a stooge. He's dead. And I see. Okay. Dave, if that is going to be the quality of your show,
if that's
Sunday,
the reaction, maybe think again just in case.
Dave, you probably want to think that one through a little bit there.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Anyway, so Dave has been to comedy school. There are various places that you can go.
Funny
where
that.
they will, in parenthesis, teach you to be a stand-up comedian.
Do you think that that's something you can be taught?
No, absolutely not. That's what I was saying to him. And Dave, halfway through, there was a couple of intervals last night in the lineup, and so we were having a natter, and he said, "Everything that I've seen this evening is this is his words, not mine, was the diametric opposite of everything that I've been told." And I went, yeah, I don't think you can teach it at all. I don't think you can.
Who's a silly sausage?
Yay! You can finesse it, absolutely.
Sorry, these jokes are getting on my wick. I don't want to ride, DJ.
I'd love Françoise, if Françoise is still with us, I would love her, but can they teach you to be, if it's not inherent, oh, for God's sake, now what? What the hell are you doing? I think there's a little bit too much information about what you keep in your bedroom, my friend. We still know it's you. What are you? All right, I give up. What are you doing?
Doing?
Yes.
Nothing at all.
Well, why are you sitting there with you're the Lone Ranger? No,
you say Lone Ranger. I mean, like, it's a bit Zorro-esque, I grant you. But actually, no, it was actually something I wore at a masquerade ball.
And no one knew it was you?
No, they hadn't got a clue.
No, it's incredible.
I've done my hair slightly differently as well. They
would have said, who is that masked stranger?
Yes.
Doing the tango so superbly on his own. Yeah, it's
quite heavy to wear this, you know.
Is it? Oh, it's a shame. Anyway, moving on. But it's in your bedroom.
Hi.
We are getting glimpses into your private life that is none of our concern, quite honestly. Just putting it out there. Oh, Ian, you silly man. You silly, silly man. I would like to ask Françoise, if she's still with us, is that if you're not, could you take it off? Thank you. God, little professionalism would not go amiss. Now, the point I am trying laboriously to make is this. If
throw the
God,
what's wrong with you?
Right, we just stop. I will get this point through if it kills me. If you don't have the initial spark of talent, let's say as an actor, do you think you can be taught to be a really great actor? If you don't have the ability to draw and paint, I have none. My drawing stagnated when I was probably 9, and it's never changed. I'm
very good at drawing a blank.
Yay! This is the point I'm making. It comes all the way back to Dave Sleet going to comedy school, and they're going to teach you. I just don't know. As I said, Dave, I'm very happy to hook up with you, and I've only got tomorrow because I'm traveling after that. But I'm not around Sunday at all. But I'd be very happy to help. Now what?
Do you mind? I'm trying to read.
I try not to encourage you, but
You mustn't. It's a very bad mistake.
just
Normally, what you see, this is actually what I was talking about. People laughing out of nerves. I don't necessarily have to swear to get people to laugh out of nerves.
This is the point. I wasn't laughing at it. I'm laughing because it's genuinely funny. Let me just walk back a little bit of what I was saying earlier, because maybe it's unfair. If you find something funny, it's funny. The fact that I or Phil or you don't find it funny doesn't mean it's not funny. So some of the acts, let's say last night, the fact that I didn't find it funny and I found the material nasty, not offensive, I wasn't offended, I just found it nasty and unnecessary, doesn't mean other people thought it was funny. So I guess it's funny. It's completely subjective. You know what, Linda? He's got the equivalent of the zoomies that a dog gets. When the dog gets the zoomies and just runs around for absolutely no reason, you go, got the zoomies.
Oh my God. Rufus, the cat, got that before. And I've realized, I've now finally worked out, after over a year of having him in my life, I've worked out why and when he gets the zoomies. I know it sounds, it's before he's going to use the litter tray.
Oh.
There's something about his digestive system that clearly freaks the hell out of him, and he's trying to run away from it. So I mean, this could be worse. Could be
I am running towards it. Trust me.
It's absolutely hilarious. He'll start running all over the flat as if stop this madness from happening, and he just goes to use the litter tray and he calms down.
How weird is that? Now, Francois is, in fact, reinforcing what I was suspecting. I don't act, right? I don't count 9 years of panto as acting. I mean, it was great fun, but you can go to acting school to learn the techniques. Absolutely. They are techniques. The talent is within you. And that's what I think. But others would say, no, I agree with you, Francois, and you should know. I mean, you're a proper actress. So I think if you haven't got that talent within you to start with, and where it comes from, who knows? I have no idea. Then you can't. It's like writing. It's like writing. Editors will make the book better. Editors can come in with fresh ideas, and I think that's absolutely great. But I think if you haven't got the initial skill or the initial imagination or whatever, you're going to struggle. That's just my view. There he is. There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present...
my earphones out. Hang on.
It's Rufus. What do we got here from Dave?
You can't hear you, so hang on.
No, I'll talk. You do whatever.
That's better. I can hear you now.
Linda, Dave. I despair, to be honest with you, old boy. I despair today. You can learn the building blocks you need to have the foundations. Absolutely true, and that can't be taught. The skill is connecting with your. What are you doing now?
I'm trying to show you the cat. Hang on a sec.
There he is. Where? Oh, there. Okay. Oh, walking towards.
He's doing the catwalk.
Doing the cat. Doing the catwalk. Jesus. Dave's right. I think what people can teach is no. I would open with that. I would close with that. Lose that. It's like an editing or coaching. I think coaching. But whether Mark says this. Would you like to read it out? My throat's going.
Roy Clark, the writer of Open All Hours and Keeping Up Appearances, not heard of that, said the first audience is yourself. You're writing comedy, and if you make yourself laugh, then that's a start.
I agree.
Right? Good news for you, Mark. I think I'm hilarious.
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah, I know. I was
just actually watching. Genuinely, there's no word of a lie. I'm going to say I need to show you. Have a look at what was on my iPad just before we came on this afternoon. I was actually watching.
No way. That is spooky. That is spooky.
Love Keeping Up Appearances. As you can tell, I model myself very much on Hyacinth Bouquet.
Well, you're the spit. You're the spit of her, bless. Here's the thing, though. It's always the risk. The risk is that I tried out some new stuff last night, and in my head, it was funny, and I was thrilled when it landed. As they say, it landed, and it worked. It worked out, and that was okay. And other stuff that I thought was funny died. Absolutely died on its ass. So you never know. Who knows? What's this?
I could do with a good laugh at the moment. In 2019, I booked flights to Australia to visit my son in 2020.
Right.
COVID put a stop to that. He has visited a couple of times since then. Last year, he and his partner, me with a grandson whom I haven't seen apart from video calls. 2 months ago, I booked to go out on 21st of March, 15 days time. And what happened? I'm a little bit cheesed off at the moment.
I bet you are. So can you fly anywhere at all or not? I really don't know.
It depends on the flight path. So.
Say that again?
I guess it depends on the flight path. So somewhere like Australia, you would need to cross the Middle East to get there.
Oh.
Although I've never understood that though, because I know it's not possible. I think it's to do with direction of wind travel and stuff like that, and the way the world turns. But I've never understood why people can't fly the other way, if you see what I mean, over America and stuff like that. But I can't quite work out why that is. Maybe it's too far. Could be.
It could. That is annoying, Philip, to say the very least. I'm so sorry. The things that
I need to show you something. My sister's just come back from Austria. Or should I say Austria? And
did she bring you? Did you bring a new pair of lederhosen? You've worn the other ones out.
Do you know what? I think is better than that. Look at what she got me. She bought me this envelope seal. And it has a D etched into it. I know it's reversed.
Of course.
How cool is that?
It is cool. It is cool. What she should have done, of course, is made it into the mighty signet ring. So everything that you post has the Phil Dave.
She's given me some sealing wax, so I put it on the roof.
Why have we got music now? Why is there music?
Oh, that was a Sky News alert. Lord Manderson is no longer on bail and has been released under investigation.
Of course he bloody has.
No, I was saying that this. She's given me also some sealing wax, but I tried sticking it there and it didn't fit.
Oh, the joke was better when you explained it the second time. That was definitely good. So Julie's hoping to go to New Zealand, which is
because you see, it's called sealing wax, but actually, I was talking about sealing as in the one that's up there, but sealing as in like
because Jesus, give me Chris. I don't have to do this, you know. It's voluntary.
What?
Everything. Here's the thing. Sealing with an S for the sealing wax and sealing with a C for the thing that you look up on from your bed.
Yes.
With its
it.
Marvelous. Yeah. What sealing wax? Yeah, you can do it. I bet it's messy. Are you going to use it?
Oh, I'm sure it's shocking.
Yeah, I know.
Dave Sleet's in trouble.
Why? What's he done? What's he done now? I agree with Francoise. Phil, what are you on today? What? I don't know. Probably about a couple of grand a week, I would have thought. At least. I don't know what's up with him today. I have absolutely no idea, but it's charming. Now,
I'm fine. It's all the others.
Now, normally at this point, you're thinking, where is the fabulous Chantal Ricard's OBE?
Oh, yeah.
The pulchritudinous wonderfulness that is Chantal. Well, she's in Austin, Texas. No, she's not visiting my son. She's in, or is she?
Maybe she's doing the midday show Texas and.
Yeah, no. So she said, "Oh, I'd love to be." I said, "Well, look, this is silly." We were messaging. I said, "Look, it's like, oh my god, o'clock. Don't." She said, "Oh no, I love to be on the show. I love to be on the show." And then she messages me this morning. She said, "I've made all the notes for everything that I've seen, and I've left it on my laptop in my office." Ooh. I said, "We'll see you next week." She's so sweet. She's so kind. You heard about my laptop then? Did you hear about my laptop?
Your laptop? What's wrong with your laptop?
You didn't hear this?
Your laptop?
Yes, my laptop.
As in the one you're using now?
No, I'm using my lovely backup. I'm using my MacBook Air, which I don't usually use for work at all. All right, here's the story. This week, for the first time in months and months and months and months, I had one day with nothing to do, nothing planned. No funerals, no weddings, no baby namings, no shows, nothing. And I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I will clean up my laptop. So you recommended, and I've used it for many years, and you said it's okay, CC Cleaner, right? The software. Cleaner, CC Cleaner. Or is it, I call it, have I got it the wrong name? I call it CC Cleaner. What's it called?
C Cleaner. Just one C.
Is it? Okay, yeah. C Cleaner. All right, C Cleaner. All right, so it's a very reputable software.
Goes into the water.
You're an idiot. Anyway, speeded everything up on my fabulous old Hewlett-Packard trusty that I use 1 million hours a day, basically.
Aye.
And then it said, there's an option on CCleaner to get rid of duplicates, to free up space on your hard drive.
Oh, yes.
So I went on it and I thought, yeah, get rid of duplicate photos, get rid of duplicate files, get rid of duplicate. I don't need duplicate, free up some space because it's pretty full. No? It has wiped everything.
Oops.
Everything. Everything has gone. It won't even start.
Oof. Got any more bright ideas?
I'm going to slap you when I see you. And I've got your mother's permission. I'm just going to bitch slap you, and that's the end of it. Anyway, I'm pouring my heart out to you, and you're doing
Sorry, I'm listening. Yes, sorry, you deleted stuff by mistake.
No, not deleted stuff. Everything.
Everything. Why did you delete everything?
Oh, I thought it would be really helpful to my business.
Well, where's your backup?
How do you mean?
Well, what do you do to back up your files? You surely don't leave it all in one place. You must do something to back up your data, don't you?
Well, thank God I use OneDrive for my documents. So all my documents are on OneDrive. So my documents are on OneDrive, and I use an external hard drive, which I hope I put all my photos on and everything else. But it is,
and it's not in the recycle bin.
Pardon?
It's not in the recycle bin by mistake.
You can't even switch the computer on. It won't. The operating system's gone.
Oh, I
completely.
see. God.
No, that's what I'm saying. You can't even switch it on. Tried everything. Anyway, that was my news this week. Fabulous.
Well, you didn't call on me, I noticed. So
you're busy. You're a busy man.
Just saying.
Well,
never say never. I've just said it twice, but you know what I mean.
When I trained to be a pharmaceutical dispenser back in the 1970s, we had to learn not only making medicines, etc., how to wrap the bottles in plain paper and use sealing wax to seal them. Wow! What was that about? Francois. Ha, Phil, you're too funny today. You're sending poor ass up the wall.
This is very true.
What was that show?
I don't know.
Everybody, what was
but I'm a bit lightheaded. I can see your halo.
Hello, is it me you're looking for? How many jokes can we do about that? What is with you today?
Give me a ring.
Why are you in such a silly mood? The Saint, thank you. I still watch The Saint. If I can find The Saint on some sort of bizarre platform, I still watch it. Fabulous. Just fantastic. And Mark is right. The Saint, Simon Templar. Isn't that The Saint? Bring. He was so cool in that. He was so cool in that. Roger Moore. What a handsome, handsome guy. And a charming and lovely man too. Lovely, lovely man. Really nice guy. Charming. And
I've got news for you.
Go on then.
Because you weren't here last Friday, I couldn't tell you this, but I was very excited.
Okay.
I went to, this is going to sound like a joke, but it's not a joke at all. It's actually true. I went to the opticians last Friday.
Right.
And they're saying that although, unfortunately, there is a little weeny bit of a deterioration in the old reading side of things.
Yeah.
Long distance, as good as 2020.
Jesus. Really?
Yeah, it's exciting.
Are you just saying this
Everything
to
else
make
about
me
me
more
doesn't
depressed?
work. I don't need.
Are you just saying this to make me more depressed?
Depressed? No. Well, nothing else works. The eyes might as well.
Well, everything else with you works. You're always in rude health. Roger Moore was a cool man in all aspects. He was just a great.
Francois, you must have worked with Roger Moore.
You think so? There's a gag there. I'm so
either
not
of Francois would have come across him.
She must have met him about 1 million times. I never met him. My dad did many times down at the film studios.
Julie Voice. Whatever Phil is on, can I have some?
Yeah, I'd like a pint of it intravenously, please. That would be absolutely fabulous. That's what I need. I absolutely. Yesterday, this has never happened to me before. I had my phone in my. I'm having such a techno nightmare, right? So everything on my laptop is destroyed. Everything. I'm laughing out of nerves because I'm, what you do. And I got in my phone, tried to put on Waze. I'd left my phone on in my jacket during the comedy thing. And it obviously thought I was trying to put in the code, to open your phone. I don't know where the hell I am. I'm in a car park somewhere out in Hampton. I don't know how to get from Hampton back. And so I switched phone on to put on Waze. Too many attempts. You're locked out for 20 minutes.
Oops.
I'm like, oh, for the love of God, what now? Right?
I can only begin to imagine how much he was swearing.
I was like, I cast aspersions on the validity of my phone's parents' marriage. That's all I have to say. I knew him well. I knew him so well. Of course, you bet you did. Great guy. Lovely guy. My dad always told me a smashing story about Roger Moore because he met him many times in film studios. And oh my God. I spent a tramp. Oh, wow. With Roger, Louisa, his wife, Johnny, and his wife. Yeah. I've had lunch many times with Johnny Gould's wife, as well as. Here's a story. All right, Francoise, wrap your head around this one. I got a wonderful cousin. It's my first cousin. Guy called Harry. Absolutely adore him. And he was back in the day, he was a bit of a buccaneer, a bit of a man about town. He's much older than me, and he had a mate, and his mate said, Harry, you and I get on so well, why don't we, I'm thinking of opening a nightclub, let's go 50-50. So my cousin goes back to his then wife and says, this guy, this friend, has said, I'm going to go 50-50. She said, you are not opening up a nightclub in London. You are not going to do that because then I'll never see you. I see hardly any of you at all. You're not at the races, you're working. If you're not working, you're at the races. You're not opening up a nightclub to be there and come home at 5 a.m. So he turned the offer down to go 50-50. His mate, Francois, with Johnny Gold, and the name of the club, Tramp. True story. My cousin would have been 50% owner of Tramp, the most famous nightclub, apart from Annabelle's, in town. True. Absolutely true.
Do you ever get the feeling that life sucks?
every waking moment. Every waking moment. It's absolutely true. I used to go to back in the day. I mean, look at me now. Jesus, if I get a bowl of soup at Nosha's, it's an event for me these days. But I used to go to a Tramp with a member of the Rolling Stones.
Stay positive.
He's now going to do about 12 battery jokes. Are we ready?
I wouldn't sell yourself short.
No, he wasn't. No, not Jackie Collins. No, not Jackie Collins. No. I'll tell you when I next see you. So, what was that about? Come on.
I said, don't sell
yourself. Let's get the battery gags out of the way. Come on.
I'm going to be charged with attempted battery.
Yay! I was waiting for that one. Liz Saul, you cheeky minx. Did it open at 4 a.m.? It stayed open till about 4 a.m. Absolutely.
He's a tramp.
He's a tramp, and he knows it. What's that from? Lady and the Tramp, right?
It is.
Okay.
Very good.
I was trying to relax this morning after last night's stress, and I was watching Sylvester Stallone, who I absolutely adore, in Tulsa King. He's so cool.
He's a sly one.
Hey, Ian in Surbiton
will end up in a cell.
Ian in Surbiton is joining in. That battery will end up in a cell. It's very good. Very good.
Bunny, I'll keep going.
Here we go.
You think my life sucks? My family is named after a weather system. Not a cool weather system. Not a hurricane. Not a tornado. No, we got sleet. Mother Nature's way of saying, I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed.
That's very good. That's a love. That's if that's part of your routine. That's lovely. That's really
At least
nice.
people can distinguish what your surname is. How do you think Russ and I feel?
I don't feel. François Pascal. We used to leave tramp
We
at
both
4
got
a.m.
first names as surnames.
Look at this. We used to leave tramp at 4 a.m. Went to the hotel opposite. What's the name of that? I've been there. I used to have meetings there a few years ago, about 3 years ago. To the hotel opposite for breakfast. Got home enough time to shower and dress and get into the studio. That's living the life. That's
I used to be
living.
able
I
to do
love that.
all-nighters
Have you?
years ago. I can't do it anymore. Joking.
But you're younger than my kids.
So doesn't mean I can still do all-nighters.
Yeah. What's this? I used to think I was Elizabeth V.
Elizabeth V.
No, you lost me now. What's that? You've lost me. What's that gag? You used to think I was Elizabeth V. What does that mean?
We haven't seen 3 or 4 yet.
Well, I don't think we will. I don't think we will. Do you think the monarchy is going to survive?
Yes, of course it will.
Not convinced.
Well, seriously, what is anyone going to do? That no one is going to agree to abolish the monarchy.
We don't know. We've got lunatics in charge. They're all mad. Who's paying them? Who's paying these people?
Well, I think I tell you, I can't say who is, but I think it will be very interesting to see what happens after Iran's downfall.
Because what Phil is alluding to is if they find the paperwork to see which Western politicians are on their payroll, that's what Western politicians are dreading. Those who are dirty are dreading this, and it serves them right.
We didn't get involved. We never struck Iran.
Francois, nor can I now, Phil. I often think I'm 21, but the body will not respond.
Oh, I see. Okay. Liz Saul is explaining. She thought she was Elizabeth V because she thought that's how names worked.
Oh, I see. Age 5. Oh, I see. I see.
I get that. That's fantastic. You
get a bit suspicious, though, when you saw Her Late Majesty and she was a little bit older than 2.
Another brilliant point. The man's on fire. I cannot argue.
Hashtag just asking.
Yeah, of course. Hashtag just asking. Jesus. Here's the thing. All right. I miss. What's that? What did you say?
I said I'm full of shirt.
Do you do this on your grown-up show?
God, I'd get fired.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine how long would you be allowed to do that on your grown-up show?
Well, there's probably a reason why I'm not on air very often.
Phil they would pull the plug. What?
They don't trust me.
Seconds?
Loose cannon.
15 seconds before it was like. It's so funny when you get older.
And no, he's not stoned.
No. Hey, when you get older, one of the things that I enjoy, there's very few things that I do enjoy getting older, but practically nothing, to be honest with you. Phil, when I see you, please can you give me the drug that you are on? Yeah, please. And
very powerful stuff,
Francois, and I'm not entirely sure you'll find it in many pharmacies. It's called Nurofen Plus.
You don't even take aspirin, do you?
You're right. I can't bet. I won't take medication. I hate it.
Phil doesn't take anything. He'd just rather suffer. Me, give me whatever you got. Whatever you got.
About suffer.
Preferably, let's start with
thousands of years without taking pills.
Yeah, that was then. This is now. So my view is let's start at tramadol. Let tramadol be the basement, and let's work up from tramadol. That'll work.
And as I said to my Chinese cat, that was Zen. This is meow.
Holy God. The only good thing about this is Dave Sleet is writing this all down. He's going to use the whole lot in his routine on Sunday. When I walk, I rattle. Arrgh! Must be jelly because jam don't shake like that. Yeah. All right. What I was trying to say is, Phil, either you're frozen or you're just insane. I'm going for the latter. I'm going for the latter. One of the joys about getting older, right, is that you watch your friends and your relatives, but your friends' kids grow up. So you've known them since little babies. You know, really little babies. And
Hang on, Ian's apologising to Chinese audience. Excuse me, there's nothing to apologise for. What's wrong with associating Zen in China?
No, Ian's just apologizing for life in general.
Oh,
Nothing specific.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And he's right. He's right.
Oh, so Liz Saul says, no, I thought she was second as her mum also was Elizabeth was first. I didn't know about the Tudor one then. I knew 2 other Elizabeth, all older than me. Therefore, I'm the 5th. Oh, I see. It's because you were the 5th Elizabeth you knew. Got it. Understood.
A rather fascinating insight into the young life of broadcaster and legend Elizabeth Saul.
The 5th.
Next week, we look at Neil Long. What makes him tick? What makes
I'm trying
him
to think of what I'd be then. I'd probably be Philip the First. I don't know any other Philips.
King Philip of Spain?
That's true. Philippe. Yep.
Do you know why the Spaniards?
It's my wife.
I'm going to make this point.
Sorry, get on with it.
So one of the shut up. So one of the joys of getting old is watching your kids go from little tiny babies and fulfilling their life. So last night I was with Jeff Stevenson. I've known Jeff for years and years and years, right? 25, 30 years. And his son, when I first knew him, was a little kid, and his son came up with the greatest thing. He used to do little shows when he was a tot, and they said, "We're ready for you, Harvey." And he goes, Francois will particularly get this. Goes, and he's like 4 or 5. He goes, "I haven't had my 5-minute call yet," which I thought, which has become a family joke, right? I always say it's Harvey had it. Hey, little Harvey, this little tyke that I knew, right? He he is now the producer of the Today. He's one of the most senior producers on Radio 4. I'm so thrilled for him. I love it when things like that happen. It's just, you watch somebody's trajectory from a baby into doing extraordinary things. So you keeping an eye on me? Keeping an eye on the time?
My iPhone.
Christ, bike. Cute
Didn't
Harvey.
see that one coming.
Jesus.
The eyes to the left.
Could you just shut up?
Sorry.
Ian in Surbiton. Liz is an elven goddess. Neil is in Mordor.
What's that?
Middle Earth. Lord of the Rings.
It's a Lord of the Rings thing, is it?
It's a Lord of the Rings kind of thing.
Do you know, someone at work tried to tell me some reference with Lord of the Rings the other day, and everyone else in the office got an idea. I've never seen Lord of the Rings. It doesn't interest me at all.
Well, I'm like that with a lot of stuff. And they go, "What do you think about this?" I said, "I've never seen it." Why? Well, it doesn't interest me. What do you think about so-and-so's music? Don't know it. Well, can you name any of them? No, I
Name
can't
that tune.
It's really interesting. I was watching The Wheel with Michael McIntyre. The Wheel. He was doing that, right? And there's a bit where he asked the question, and all the contestants, all the celebrities, have to come up with something. So you say, like, name a country beginning with A, and he goes. So he said, name a tune by Taylor Swift. I don't know how many celebrities. So there are 10
Love
of them.
Story.
I shake it off. No one knew anything, nor me. And I sat there thinking, I can name you one. And she's like one of the biggest global superstars. I could name one tune. I'm not being rude. It's not. I just don't know them. I don't know them, and neither did they, which was really interesting. Russ.
Well, I think that's good actually, because then that means that you've put me on a par with Taylor Swift. Because I bet you couldn't name one song I've done.
I could. It's called "I've Got Rings on My Bedroom Wall. When I'm lonely, I make a call. My mom is Linda. In the kitchen, there's a blender. My name is Phil Dave. That's all." There you go.
Ring,
So that,
ring.
One of you, ring.
Why don't you give me a call?
Who was that? Oh, Jesus.
ABBA.
Was it? Oh, yeah. That's good. They were marvelous. I really like that.
Have you been to see the ABBA Voyage show?
No, I don't want to.
It is superb.
No, I think you've told me how great it is. I just don't have no interest in going to see it. It doesn't appeal to me. If I can't see the artist, I don't want to go.
You can see the artists. You can see them how they used to
They're
look.
not there. They're not there. They're just like, No.
Francois getting all religious now.
Francois is praying that the
Having a
show
quick
will
break.
end. I think she's praying the show will end.
Well, I've good news for you. It nearly is.
It's
It's over. It's 1 o'clock. I'm off.
You've got things to go. You can wait and say goodbye, or you can go. No, then you're going to do your popping back thing. Say goodbye
I won't
to everybody.
dream of it.
Say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye to everybody.
There you go. And he's gone. Thank you so much. He's going to come. You know he's going to come back. He does every time. Now he just won't do it to spite me. Thank you so much for joining us this week. If you came along to the show at the Bell Inn in Hampton yesterday, it was lovely to see you and lovely to meet some of you for the very first time. People, it's just feel we know each other. Anyway, we'll be back on Monday. Oh no, I won't be back on Monday because I'm at a conference up in the Midlands. Don't know. Anyway, so I'm at a conference. But anyway, Neil will be back on Monday, and then I'll probably be back on Wednesday, and we'll be back on Friday with the full gang, including Jonathan and Chantel and everybody like that. Until we meet, as I always say,
No hurty word.
Yay!